Hey, it's Denny from Inspired by Nana. Back with you today. We're going to do 2 flip throughs. Just finished. They're fake. Oh my good grief. Here we go.
These aren't real.
These are very real faith junk journals. And I'm going to start with this one. I also have this one. So if you're more interested in the floral, I would fast forward. That is what I would do. All right, we'll start off with this one. It is just a cover here. This comes completely off. It's a vintage cover. I don't know what you would call it. I think it's just like a little runner, but it fit perfectly on this book. That's why I used it. I just sewed a little button on there and you just push it down and it should come right off until, of course, you get on video. And then it doesn't. There we go. All right, and here's the book. It's quilted fabric, almost a 3-inch spine. This one has 120 pages front and back. And the measurements, I believe, oh dear, I just wrote them down. I believe it's 6.5 or 6 by 8.5, something like that, 8 3/4. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to kind of do it quick since I have 2. This one's more of a Bible study book. So I just made this little book where it has things that you can write down and people to pray for and little sayings and stuff. And then you can replace the papers, take them out and add new ones or whatever. Journal card. This just flips open. And then you can also tuck stuff in behind it. Here, this just opens up to writing space, and it's got a pocket and a pocket, and then stuff tucks in behind here. And I just have a vintage magazine from 1913. Some writing space with stencil. In this one I included a original Victorian calling card. Tuck in here, and then throughout you'll see these little envelopes and they'll have index cards in them, and I figure you could write your little prayers or anything in there and store it. They can obviously come off. They're just secured with a bulb pin. On this side, this here, and then there's little writing spaces in here.
That's so cute.
And here, thank you. And then it flips down. And here is a glassine bag with pocket and then a tuck there. Let me make sure I'm in a screen here. And this is just a little vintage postcard. Tucked in there. More writing pages, book pages, stickers. More pockets here, and then there's a tuck behind with an old medical book page. It's vintage. All throughout I've just stuck little Bible verses, like up here, and then down here's one. Pocket, more writing pages. Here's some more tags. Pocket, and then here I'll make another big tag. I just haven't done that yet before it goes out if somebody buys it. Glassine bag, and there I just have a old Sears page from a Sears catalog, really old, like 29 cents for a hat. Little pockets over here. I mean, there's tons of pockets and places to store things. Another one of those with the little index cards in it. Oh goodness gracious. There we go. Pocket here, pocket here. Well, this isn't a pocket actually. It's a tuck. So you got a tuck here and then a tuck behind. So there's 2 tucks there with some vintage lace. It's fabric. Second signature. This is where the Bible study comes in. And it just opens up like this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all in the camera here. And then it opens up again like this. And you can tuck something behind here. But on this side is a little booklet again that can be removed. New things can be added. I just took it as like an insert from a book. I did have to cut it, so right here it's cut off just a little bit, but it's not really even, it won't even affect it, I don't believe. So I thought that was neat. Kind of cute, but use that alongside with your studying. More writing pages, little illustrations from a book. Belly band.
I love that belly band.
I do too. Now you'll notice in both of these books, there's a couple of similarities, but I worked on them together at the same time. Similarities. Here's some running space. Another pocket. I just did it like this so you could write behind it, and you can also just take it off. It's just one of those little Brad things. Stencil. Fruit punch dyed paper. Here. You unwrap it, and then this lifts up, and then it's one of the accordion. Oh my goodness, my grandson's here and he's back there watching a cartoon, so if you hear freaky laughing, you'll know why. He is 5 years old, so he's just back there giggling up a storm. More papers. Here's like a floating pocket. That's also on a Brad that can be removed. This is the perfect size for some bookmarks, so I'm going to make a couple. I figure whoever buys this can use the bookmarks to maybe put in their Bible. More stencil. Here's another pocket in the bag. You tuck behind it. I left that open so you could use it for something bigger. Journal card. And this is the last signature. Back over here. Here is a pocket behind there and a pocket there. And here you can write on. I always like to focus on plenty of writing space because I figure that's what a journal is for. Here's just a card with a saying on the back. Slides in here in the CD case. Envelope. Here's the middle of the signature. Another prayer envelope. And this is real pretty. That's why I put it in the middle that way somebody could read it. Okay, more pockets.
I love how you did those pocket inserts. The paper's real pretty.
Yeah, I love it. It all goes together really well. Belly band, pocket on the inside. This one might be a little hard to get to. Didn't realize that until after I done it. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea. Here's a pocket, and then, of course, the big pocket at the top. And then here is an old magazine, or from a book, vintage. And just a journal card. And then this right here folds up, and you can write right here. All right, we're almost done. Little pocket. Another envelope. This just holds a lot of tags, and then it lifts up like this, and there's a saying behind there. And then the lace see-through little windows. And just an old book page from a book I use a lot, The Prophecy of Ezekiel. And this was in there when I got it, so I thought I'd just include it. Really old paper. It's patinaed beautifully. And then on the very back cover is a vellum pocket. I'm including this. I love this. I wouldn't mind keeping it, but I figure somebody else would get some good use out of it. And then on the back it has the books of the Bible in order, the Old and New Testament. And this is also vintage. Actually, I think this might be antique, but I don't want to say so unless I know for sure. I need to look it up where I bought it. So right there, or also you can tuck stuff in behind it.
Should be an ad for an exorcist.
I know. I mean, look at the eyes. I don't know if there's a glare. The eyes are really weird on it. It's a beautiful card, but the eyes, the little girl kind of looks a little freaky. And then down here, I just put, Lord, teach us to pray. And here's the back again. All right, this is the first one. And let's get rid of that one. And let's do this one. This one's more of a floral theme. On the front, this can be taken off. This is just a writing board to help you write on your pages. This one's about the same size. This one, though, has 180 pages, I believe. Or, wait, 160. The other one was 120, and this one's 160. Okay, just a handmade envelope, little pockets. Anything flowers is what this one's about. Pull down, more writing space there. Again, this one I just put like little verses and stuff all throughout. Fabric up here. Little tuck spot. More the envelopes. I did that one in this one as well. Pocket. Right here's some pockets. Little pieces of fabric in that. And there. Coffee stained paper with a pocket on the inside. This pocket and pocket up there. And then this one also folds out like that. Then on the other side, this pocket. Tons of pockets. Here's a tuck spot. Tons of tuck spots. Little places for everything. Here it's a little tuck spot behind. And then this also opens up paper to write on. And then obviously it's a pocket behind there. More pockets. Journaling card. Little bookmark. This opens up. More index cards to write down your studies. This opens up. And then here and here. All right, let's see. Another big journal card. And then this little saying for this pocket. But I will never get it back in there. Yeah, there we go. So easy when you're not filming. And when you're filming, nothing works out. This is vintage
Pattern.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pattern. Good grief. Okay, this folds out. It's attached by this little, I can't say that word. Doily.
Doily.
There you go. And that's on the back. I just stamped it. Another tuck spot, more writing. Here is plenty of note cards, line note cards and stuff that I've added in different colors that you can use for taking notes if you want to use it for Bible study or something else. Another envelope. And here's a vintage Victorian calling card. And it tucks right up here in this little top pocket. And here's a tuck spot. And then right here is a pocket on the side. I don't think you caught that because I was out of frame. There we go. Flop it around. There. And more space. I mean, there's like an overabundance of like pockets and stuff, just like in the other book. Like I said, I worked on them together, so another one of these waterfall tear thingies. Just more. This is a vintage, it's stick pins. Somebody had taped it in something, and it still has sewing pins in it, but they're up in there pretty secure. Thought that was neat. glassine bag with a, I know there's a glare some, it's kind of hard, this light. This right here, it's clipped on, it's very old. And it's an advertisement card from way back. Thought that was pretty. Something to look at. Just a fold out. This folds up. And it folds down. And then there's another big envelope in here to store stuff. And I put some more of that paper in for you to take notes on or do whatever. We're about done. Center of the signature, that opens up. I have charms on each of the signatures in the middle. Here's that belly band again, just a little different. I stenciled birds on a lot of the pages, different birds. Just like in the other one, this opens up, except for this time I used book pages. There we go. And then it lays back down. I did that so you could get to it pretty easy. You could write behind it. Let me unclip this. Pockets. Another pocket. I included another vintage book page. Sears catalog. And then here's a tuck spot. And behind there. Another pocket. I included some vintage paper back in there too. And at the very back of the book, I just included some more of that old paper from the book I use. And just a big journaling card. And this one is all things floral. If you're interested in either one of those, just visit our Etsy shop, Inspired by Nana. That's with 2 I's. And like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and we'll see you back here soon.